Hello everybody, I'm Lancelot, and it seems that I have some news for you this time. Well, as of last night, actually, I'm just now getting this video out, but last night at about a little bit past 11 o'clock, 11:30ish, they dropped the news that Spider-Man is now part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which means, for people who don't know what that means that well, Spider-Man, which is still owned by Sony Pictures Entertainment, that company owns Spider-Man still, but Sony Pictures and Marvel have collaborated and made contracts and all their little things, and now Spider-Man can be in the Avengers in any Marvel film, and heroes from the Marvel films can come into the Sony films. So when they make another Spider-Man movie, which will happen, they will, they can bring in, like, Iron Man or something from the other Marvel movies and then bring it into Spider-Man if they like, and I recommend doing that. So yeah, this is pretty much amazing, because we've been dark on what's going to happen with Spider-Man ever since Amazing Spider-Man 2, and now we've got some news finally, and I think it's good news. I, for one, liked Andrew Garfield and his performance as Spider-Man. I guess his performance as Peter Parker was questionable for some people, but I definitely, as Spider-Man, he was the perfect Spider-Man for me. I thought he was awesome, and yeah, that doesn't mean that I wouldn't like seeing anyone else playing it, because he wasn't perfect Spider-Man, but he was great. So he's not going to be Spider-Man anymore. Sony Pictures, they're dropping the Amazing Spider-Man. It's dead. There's no more The Amazing Spider-Man. There's not going to be an Amazing Spider-Man 3 or any of that. Andrew is not coming back as Spider-Man. It's all done. All of it, they scrapped it. It's now the new Spider-Man will, after they cast the new Spider-Man, the newest Spider-Man will be in the newest Marvel movie. Most likely, and I think this is true, the Avengers Civil War. No, actually, Captain America Civil War. It's not Avengers. Just because they have other heroes in it doesn't mean it's Avengers. But it's Captain America Civil War. That's the next movie I believe Spider-Man will appear in, and then after that he'll get his own movie. But I believe it's going to be a small role, because they've already gotten a script and they're going to be filming soon. So I don't imagine that he's just going to be like all up in it now. But I believe hearing that they had two scripts for it, one script with Spider-Man and one with Black Panther. I don't know if that was true, but if so, then they could just, if they cast a Spider-Man fast enough, they could put him into the Civil War. But that's pretty much the news. Spider-Man is in the MCU. It's amazing, and even though I liked the Amazing Spider-Man and I liked Andrew Garfield, it was great. I loved it. They still had problems, and I think the good far outweighs the bad. I think even though it sucks that there's going to be another reboot, because we don't want to go through that again. I think if they play it right, they don't do the origin story all over again, and they just get right to him being Spider-Man, it'll be perfect, and it'll be great, and it'll be good, and it'll be fun, and it'll make a lot of money. I'll tell you that, because Spider-Man's pretty much a cash cow. People, they just know Spider-Man. People who don't even read comics, they still know Spider-Man, so they see it and they want to see an action movie. They go, hey, Spider-Man, let's go. And Marvel has become something of like, well, they've made some good movies, and because of that, people like watching them. So Marvel itself, that's bringing in money right there. But plus Spider-Man, that's Marvel plus Spider-Man, that's a lot of money right there. So I'm sure Sony will get a good amount of money plus Marvel out of this, and I think that Marvel will do a good job of integrating Spider-Man into their Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I think it's a great idea. Like I said, the goods far outweigh the bad. So that was the news. Stay tuned, and maybe you'll figure out what happens next. See you guys later.